I'm up here. Greetings. Hey y'all. What is y'all doing? Hi Darian Perkins. Move her. It's a little pain as soon as it's popped on here. Hmm. What is y'all doing? Hey, little pretty penny. Daisha. Nikki J. Nina Yvonne. Miss Burton. Greetings, y'all. What are y'all doing? Did y'all happen to catch the live that I did earlier? Gratitude. So I had my that's crazy news. I had my event today. Oh, gratitude just visiting. Gratitude. Hey, talk to me. Yeah, I had my little event today here in Connecticut, and it was a decent little turnout for it to be impromptu. Um, Crazy part is we had people drive down from New York. People drove in from New York. We had um we had some Caucasians. We had some genomes in the building. And it was a great event. It was it was nice. People purchased because we held it in the Blissful Shop where we sell my products out of, Miss Lisa. Um, it was good. It was good. We sold products and also the merch that we brought, but we had some of our high council generational beauty products for sale. So it was good. So in South Carolina, someone brought in a beautiful gift and I wore it today, but I don't know who gave it to me. It was this beautiful necklace here with the crystal, and it had a bracelet, and I wore the bracelet as well, but I just took it off. But I don't know who gave it to me, so I just want to say gratitude. I got another beautiful gift from Miss Janine and Miss Dara Dixon, and they gave me this beautiful bracelet from Pandora, and it had they actually got me one of the little to it. This so got with my other Pandora. Remember, I got this one for my birthday from my girls. The other little charms that I had, I took off because it said mom, and it came from someone who I'm not their mom. So I took that off. But um gratitude, Shandy. Gratitude, I so would appreciate it. Gratitude. So, but I want to say, ooh, my back was hurting. Gratitude for this beautiful necklace and the bracelet that I had. So I kept watching the bracelet early in the live. Oh yes, these two. This one I just got tonight. This one I just got tonight. But the other ones, yes, I got for my birthday. That was the same time I got engaged. Ruining my motherfucking birthday, but they ain't gonna ruin it because, honey, my birthday is in a few days. Yes, my birthday's on the 24th, child, and I will be four. I'll be 8. I'll be the youngest one in the room. I'll be 8. So, hi, Misha Clark. How are you? The Raw Truth. What's up, girl? You got the soaps? Yay. So, some of the ladies that came, greetings, Aubrey. Some of the ladies that came, they got to smell our new scents. And Janine, she said Aubrey Marie is her favorite. I love it because I'm telling you, I saw it in the shower. I just thought it was supposed to have lemon, but when you smell it, you would think it has lemon in it, and it doesn't. But the scents they have put together, they all smell absolutely amazing. Um, but I'm so happy they. Oh, God, wait a minute. Ugh. I was so happy that they got to smell them, So, but tonight to me was it was amazing. It was good. And I got to be honest with you, I often enjoy also reading different cultures of people, not just Melanites, because um, if I'm being honest, the soul and the spirit wants everyone to know of the power. You know what I mean? And so just to even see, because sometimes when people go crying and stuff, I have to look away because I'm a empath and I be having work to do. So one of the young males that was there, the message that came through from his grandfather and his father's best friend, um, it made him tear up. He turned beet red and teared up, and it was a great session. Um, it was a great session. Now, there was some beautiful key points in it. It really was. It was some beautiful key points in it. Um, Somebody texted, and so I'm gonna tell you one of the highlights. It was deep as fuck. Girl, let me drop the link in case y'all want to come up and talk about it. Pam or Aubrey or any one of the people that was there tonight, and I know who was there tonight. So don't try to come up here like I didn't know what I was. Get the fuck off here. This ain't for you. Until I say come up here, and I'm coming up here just doing stuff. So in case Aubrey or Pam or Marshall or one of the people that was there tonight want to come up and talk about it, because it was deep. But I'm telling you, one of the key points that I saw. So the little young guy, I think he's like 18. Okay. But he validated immediately because I'm like, whatever you think you're doing right now, you're not going to be doing for long, because as you get older, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, you're going to make a career out of it. Like you'll own your own business. Okay, Pam. And he says that, he said, well, that's what I've been thinking about. He's taken a trade school, but he's also going to be training to be an electrician, right? And so I'm like, wait, yeah, excuse me. I'm like, well, you're gonna own this company. And I said, it's not gonna be like a small company. He's a little genome boy, but it's not gonna be a small company. Like if you do this the way that I see you doing this, like I said to him, I said, like GE is well known, like your company will be well known around the world, and you'll actually be bigger than what you are even imagining. So that was very interesting, and it happens to be um, Lisa's granddaughter's boyfriend. And Lisa's so funny. She was like, "Good job picking, Lily." So I'm like, he has a lot in his future that I saw for him, if he continues to go in the right way. Readings are very subjective to people and what you're going to be doing and what you could do, based on the shit that you do. You know what I mean? If you don't get your life together and do something different. But there were some things that were talked about that was exposed. Um, Listen, I will say this. There was a situation that arose with one of the patrons that came. Ooh, Aubrey, is y'all coming up? Make sure y'all hitting the like button as you come in here. Hit the like, gratitude. Hit the like button as you're in here, please. In gratitude. Let me put up my banners as well. But make sure you're hitting the like button, please. Gratitude. Hit the likes. Girl, because my headache it's really not gone away. And I've taken some medicine for it, but my head is pounding. So I'm talking to the family, of the people who gave me the bracelet, right? It's the mom, her two daughters, and her son came. They all drove down from New York or whatever. Um, we are doing the business things. It's okay. Hi, Jose. Greetings. Hey, Cosmic Jenny. What's up, Gary? Is it Marisha Anderson? What up, Chaz? Okay, 10 minutes. So 2 minutes for Pam and 10 minutes for y'all. Okay, gotcha. But let's just talk about a child because it was crazy. Gratitude, Chaz. Let's just talk about it because so I asked him, I say, who is the Sierra K name like Kevin? Who is Kevin? And he's like, he has a brother named Kevin and he has an uncle named Kevin. Uncle named Kevin, or cousin, I think it was. No, uncle. It was uncle. Uncle is crossed over. And I'm like, okay. And so damn, I hit that twice. And so I'm like, oh, okay. And so I'm like trying to beat around the bush about this shit. And I'm like, did you commit a robbery? I'm like, this is a judge-free zone. And he's like, no, no. I don't live that kind of life. I said immediately, I don't believe you. He's like, no, for real. I'm like, nah. He's like, I know the person who did it. He said, I just sanctioned it. I said, you sanctioned it. I just vouched for the person. And I'm like, because at first, reason why I even approached, okay, reason why I even approached him is because I said, I need to ask, like, did you almost die? Did you almost get killed? Like, what is that? Jasmine said it took me out because Jasmine was there. You're welcome to come up. Come on. You're welcome to come up. This was the funniest shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. And so I'm like, did you almost die? Did you? He's like, what you mean? In what way? And I'm like, did you almost get shot? And he's like, basically, there was a lot of situations that could have happened, that could not, or could have happened. I'm like, what? Greetings. How you pronounce your name? Kihidri? You say, I was trying, but it's not letting me. Why not? Damn it. Oh, man. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, I don't. I said, well, let me quit being around the bushes. So that's when I asked him that. And he was like, no. And so I said, I don't believe you. And then that's when he explained, like, I sanctioned it. And I'm like, well, what you mean? Kid Erie. Okay. And so he say, I sanction it. So I say, so you just vouch for the person. He like, yeah. Now, in my mind, the vision I keep getting is somebody holding a shotgun like this. And he takes off running. So I'm just trying to get the understanding, you know what I mean? Because sometimes the message is a warning, like, hey, be careful. So he's like, I'm like, when did this happen? This happened like a year ago. Like I vouched for the person. I said, yeah, good, get it to him. He gave it to him. Nigga took off. I said, but did you get some money from it? No. I said, okay. I'm like, you said it was a year, yeah, like June 2021, 22, 21. I said 22. Yeah, 22. Okay. So I'm not knowing. The whole family that's there knows this situation will happen. And they looking like, and they keep saying, just listen. Because I'm like, the person is going to take you out because they don't believe you. They do not believe what you're saying. Like you telling them, you say, my God, Johnny. Okay, period. Like, he don't believe what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got nothing to do with it, but he's not believing it. And I believe he's just sitting on it. He's just buying his time. He's just kind of waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like this is deep, you know? And I think this is just a warning for you. And he's like, no, because he don't be on that kind of stuff like that. He ain't on that kind of time. And I'm like, well, I'm just telling you what I see. I'm just telling you what I see. You know, it's a warning to some degree.
Why is that so cute?
What is it? Oh, your makeup? Because period. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, listen, if he said he felt exposed, he did. He felt exposed. And that's okay. But it was a warning, you know. Judge free zone. Because sometimes it ain't happened yet and we just trying to save your life. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'm like, and his mom even say, well, he ain't really on that kind of time, you know. He ain't that kind of dude. But I'm like, okay. You know, because the person that you struggling to get on. Let me see, Pam. Let me post it again. What's happening? Because Jasmine said she's struggling to get on too.
What's going on?
Yeah, looking for a sandwich. Situations can change a motherfucker. So as I'm giving it, and I'm like, okay, well, let me just give you the description of the person that I see that is being, you know, put up to do it. Because you may be correct. It may not be the person that's missing the shit that's doing it. It's going to be someone that's being hired or brought in to do it. So I give the description. They looking at each other. They call out the nigga name like that's it. They said his brother.
Right?
Yeah, that's his brother, his cousin.
Right. Connected.
Like, yo, yeah, he be on that kind of time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and then he's like, yeah, the nigga done gave me stories about doing some of the shit you talking about. Yeah, that nigga, he on that. Mm-hmm. So what you saying is
jigsaw puzzling like a
motherfucker. Girl, I said, listen.
I ain't asking. Okay. Because we want to know. Okay.
They said down to the description of the fingernails that I gave.
Period. The fingernail.
The nose, the hair, nails. The fingernails. I gave the description. And she said, it was when you said the nails and the nose. They said, oh yeah, he be on that type of time. And that's his people. Like his cousin or his brother. I believe they said his brother though. I'm like, so then I didn't went somewhere else. All of a sudden now my head is throbbing. It is pounding. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, I'm asking him questions. I asked him about who's doing magic or who putting roots on somebody. And I'm like, are you there's Pam?
Right.
Bam.
Girl, I've been waiting.
I'm mad it won't let Jasmine up. Jasmine says she's struggling to get up here.
Girl, it took me a minute too, but it's okay. You can do it. You got it. You're not quitter. We're all in this together.
So now my head is throbbing, and I'm asking him about this magic work, and I'm like, is the chick you with, like, dealing with, like, is she light skinned? And he like, no, she darker than everybody in here. And they like, nigga, no, she ain't. She caramel complected. So I'm like, but I'm still seeing a lighter complected type person, you know. So I'm still trying to figure this out. So now my head is throbbing. I'm going through this whole thing, and I'm like, I'm missing something. I am missing something. And then I finally say, well, who got shot in the head or who shot themselves in the head? They like, Kevin. You mean the Kevin I was just asking you about? Damn, yeah. Damn, his name Kevin too. We call him something else though. I'm like, what? Come find out Kevin committed suicide about his woman who was the light-skinned chick that was allegedly putting work, that voodoo on him. Because he kept saying, I hope her heart hurts.
So did.
I said, well, that's what it was. So now I keep trying to move on to someone else. I'm trying to move on to Jasmine. And I'm trying to move on to Miss Sharon. I'm trying to move on to other people. But Kevin keeps talking. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed yourself. I dropped the link, Ms. Divinely, if you want to come up. I dropped the link. You're welcome to come up. So I'm like trying to figure it out, like why Kevin won't stop talking. Finally, Kevin tell me he think I got a fat ass. I said, come on through. Hey, there go Dara. I dropped the link if you want to come up, Dara. I was saying how Kevin said I had a fat ass. Spirit knows. Spirit is not gonna lie to me. See, he said I had a fat ass. So that is where all of that came from. My motherfucking head been hurting ever since. I keep trying to make it stop. He said, listen, he ain't lying. It just looked that way. It is not really that big. I'm lying. I ain't lying to you. I mean, so Pam, you done been to a couple sessions.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you like this one?
I really, it just gets better. It just gets better. Like watching everybody. Like I love to watch everyone. And when you're moving around the room and they're like, is it me? Is it me? You know, it was deep. It was deep. They got some truth. Some serious truth.
And that's her mother. Mm-hmm. Hey now.
Hi, Dara.
That's Dara and Miss Kiki. Oh, y'all got home quick.
Got home fast.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my God.
He said no. No.
I love y'all. I love y'all. I have the time.
Love you back.
I'm
glad you did. I'm glad you did.
It was
the. Hey, I said I was mimicking you. I said he had to come. He said, ask if
got me.
Say it again. What'd you say now, Mr. Jermaine?
Jermaine, what'd you say?
I said I am with you. You got me. I ain't lying. I can't wait until the next time I can come. I am with you. I promise you. I can't wait.
I'm glad y'all got to come up, come down to the event and come up on the screen tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I got work, yo. I got work to do. I need help. I'm not gonna lie. I need help. I need help.
Listen.
Get
Listen, your mom's face be the funniest. All the you can read the shit on her face like
She like, don't pay him no mind.
this was her face all night.
What you talking about, Willis?
What?
For real.
That shit was funny. Dara, you done been to a couple things.
Dara, she says so.
You done been to a couple of them. How was tonight for you?
It was beautiful.
Tonight was really strong. The energy was strong.
It
Tonight
was.
was strong. You hit everybody's heart, man. You hit everybody. You got into everybody's deep.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Listen,
you cleared up all types of. You validated and confirmed.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Oh, which part?
Yeah.
When the grandmother came in and she said, "This is a Jungle Book in here."
Yes.
They told her, "Don't say that." She said, "What did I say?"
Listen.
You got a Jungle Book.
While she's in the kitchen cooking.
Yeah. She said, "It's like the jungle. It's a Jungle Book in here." Yeah, I said, "My goodness." Listen, y'all. That was the funniest.
Yeah.
Y'all know what that meant. She said we was some jungle monkeys in this motherfucker.
That was funny.
I was like,
okay,
wow.
Divinely crafted. Ooh, my head starting to hurt again. It feels like it's got to be something else, don't it? Like he's still trying to talk or something. Like my head is pounding.
Like you gotta go night.
As soon as they came up, my head started hurting again.
Oh, they hanging around. Hanging around.
Yeah.
Her head, yeah. My head was hurting.
This is the question that I've been wanting to ask, and maybe this is what I should ask. The reason maybe it'll stop hurting. Are we sure that he shot himself?
He was by himself. Mommy pulled up when he was shooting himself.
So he did. I just feel like it's.
But we think the girl led him to do it.
Okay.
Oh.
Because I mean, his energy is so strong. My head. Oh my god. Because I mean, his energy is so strong. My head. I also feel like maybe he wants to apologize for how he was found.
Oh.
He wants to apologize.
Yeah, because Mommy was devastated.
Yeah.
Mommy was the one she was the first one who she walked up on him.
Did she like double back or stumble back?
Mommy.
Yeah.
Mommy did. She couldn't, she was driving, she said she was driving down the street and she couldn't move. And she stopped. And when she seen the police running to the back, and that's when she ran to the back behind them, and that's when he did it.
I mean, I feel like that's some strong work right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
My head still hurting. He said he wants to apologize. He's still there because her head is still hurting.
Dang, that is so crazy. That is strong. Now, I mean, I'm not talking to Pam. I'm talking to Dari, y'all. Where's the L or the A name like Leisha, Lisa, Alicia, Lily?
That a girl?
Ma, what's the girlfriend's name?
Linda. Linda's his mother, L.
Oh, Linda. Linda's his mother's name.
That's his mother. Okay. This is some strong work. I ain't gonna even lie to you. He makes me feel like a puppet, like somebody is controlling me, man.
Oh,
That is crazy as hell.
you didn't work on him?
I bring this damn loud sandwich bag. Listen, she was in her own world over there, like.
I'm listening to him.
And I know you was in it, like.
I'm like strong words. Pause.
Linda is kin to y'all.
His father, that's his mother. His father is our cousin.
Okay. You know what I just realized before y'all got on? Y'all are the ones I talked to about Roland.
That's my cousin.
That motherfucker still owe me $2,400. I'm fucking up.
But he's not really blood kin. Like, he's not really blood kin.
Did y'all see the whole thing about what's his name? And what he's getting charged with?
Ooh. Shaka, my cousin.
Yeah. That's crazy. I feel like that shit came out the blue.
No, this been going on for about a year now.
Really? Wow.
It was self-defense, though. They tried to rush him in the parking lot of his club. So you already know what that's about.
Yeah. They was trying to, yeah. That's crazy.
Remember you said shit be shipping on us.
Yeah. Yeah. That shit blows my mind.
Crazy.
Crazy. Jasmine, you didn't got up here, girl. Family. Are you on a train? Is she frozen?
No, I think she's on mute.
She ain't moving. She's frozen.
Oh, she's
She's frozen.
Dang. Okay. I'm gonna have to take her back down and let her come back up.
Yeah,
She may be on a train.
I can't on this phone. That's why I use this phone.
I couldn't even find her.
So
They not even let me find her.
So you gotta. Yeah.
Pam look cozy in that, don't she? What you got on, Pam?
Fleece.
A fleece. That shit looks cozy.
In my jammies.
I'm gonna mute y'all.
Back
I'll let them do what they're doing, because, like, I don't know why I keep hearing somebody named Sylvester and shit. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Sylvester?
Yeah. It's a lot of.
There was a lot. It got real energetic. Like that last hour. I was like,
yeah, she got. There you go, girl.
They don't want me to be great today. They don't want me to be great at all today. They is just not cooperating with me today.
Are you on the train?
Yeah, I'm on the Metro North heading home now.
Okay, gotcha.
But it was a great experience for me. It's my first time at one of your events, but it was definitely a roller coaster of emotions. It was laughter, there was crying. It was a beautiful experience. And I really recommend everyone, if you haven't been to one yet, to get to one, because even if you don't get a reading or no one comes through for you, it's always like a hidden message in someone else's reading, because a lot of what was said for a lot of people kind of like resonated personally for me. Even though it wasn't my message, it was still a message for me. So it was a wonderful experience, and definitely worth the trip that I did take out there.
Gratitude.
So I show
And
gratitude.
I kept trying to pick up something for you and for Miss Janine. Y'all was the last two left that didn't get a message really. And I'm like trying to, but I feel like I'm cut off, I'm disconnected. And then when we sat down, you and you asked the question, and I'm like, now I'm asking you stuff, and you're like, that's the cousin I was asking you about. Like, okay, at least something came through for you. So
Yeah,
I so gratitude you for even coming out.
I show gratitude, and it's funny because I didn't know, but today is actually Geraldine. She's my godmother, and today was her anniversary of her death. And I didn't realize it until I spoke to my sister just now, because tomorrow is the funeral for my cousin. So it's like back to back. Like, it's weird. It's crazy.
Yeah, because she's the first person that came through for you. And I'm like, who's Geraldine? And what is the tooth? And you're like, that's me. And Geraldine, my and I'm trying to get other messages, and she's still like, Geraldine, over here. Like, let's come back over here. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yes, I'm gonna get the tooth fixed, because I don't need no spiritual ass weapons. So I'm gonna go and get it taken care of so they can leave me alone.
Yes. Yeah. It wasn't much that came through for Divinely Crafted either. You know what I mean? But I have read for her before. She even came up on the live before. I think we even did a past life for her as well. Yeah, but I'm like, goodness, it's a lot. But I enjoyed myself. I do love it. And I show gratitude for all who purchased some items as well. Because we had the soaps and stuff and all kinds of stuff. So.
That Opry Marie.
The Opry Marie smells good, doesn't it?
It does.
Yes.
It really does.
Yeah. Dara and them said her sister Janine said that was her favorite. You didn't get to smell it, did you, Jasmine?
I didn't get a chance to smell Aubrey's scent, but I did get a chance to smell the other scents that was there. My Uber was outside, so I didn't get a chance to smell Aubrey's, but I could believe it smells amazing.
Yeah.
I could believe
gratitude. Oh yeah, you said you had 2 live readings for me already. Okay, well, okay.
Yeah, so I got my readings. I'm not mad about it. It is.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, you're the cowgirl whose picture we came across for your past life. If y'all remember Miss Jasmine Simone, like we did her past life on the live, and then she ended up finding the cowgirl picture. It wasn't what I thought with the pigtails, but she did locate a picture. So it was really weird.
It was.
How much your face.
It was definitely a wonderful experience. Yeah. And I showed just so much gratitude for the opportunity and the experience.
Gratitude for coming, for everybody who came and showed up. Let me see, Miss Jasmine, because I know I still have the picture.
I still have it too. I still have it saved in my photo album and everything.
Just in case. Child, when I thought you were sharing the whole time, and I'm like, she looks so different. That's her, and then that
was one of them, because the other one, it was another one that I ended up finding while we were on. You guys were doing Let's Have the Conversation, and it was another picture that I ended up finding with the hair. 2 pictures.
You did find it with the hair. Oh wow!
I sent it to you, but I'll resend it to you again so you can just see it again. But it was the exact description that you gave and everything. Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. Wow.
She's not cap, you guys. I just want y'all to know. For everybody that keeps saying it and trying to run with that, she's far from cap. The only thing she capping about though is her ass. She got a fat ass, y'all. She got a fat ass. Just gonna put that out there. She don't think she got it, but she got a fat ass, y'all. She's got a fat ass.
Gratitude, girl. I don't know what to say, but I appreciate it. I so appreciate it, man. I'm glad y'all came down. Okay. Okay, with the fat kids. Gotta make that work. Hey. But we was gonna leave tomorrow, but we're gonna hold off. So now, reason why I came up here, y'all, and I'm glad y'all came up. But reason why I came up here was because of the live that I did earlier. And I don't know if y'all seen it. But I also gonna open it up for anybody else that want to come up and talk about that. Okay. And that was the live that I hey Delano.
Okay. He's watching us in the other room.
Oh, he had a good read too. But then you just sent me something about the Caesar Borgia, right?
Yeah.
So that's the live that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Rumpy rumping. Y'all so funny. Okay, let me play it. Pam sent it to me. I said for real good, Mr. Stick. Girl, Kirsten, stop. Don't be hyping me. So this is what Pam sent me. And it's crazy that we had just talked about this.
When I was preparing the flowers, I turned you on. And so I caught a little the end of it.
Yeah.
But not much conversation. So for me to literally, I had text you what I had just texted you, and then I was like, oh my God, this just popped up.
Somebody said it's a part 4 to the Sabrina Wallace as well.
Oh well.
So this is just in case people had not heard, and I'm sure many people have heard it, but this is
under the authority of the Catholic Church.
I mean, oh shit, wait a minute. What the fuck?
Something that doesn't sit right with you. I'm about to read you this word for word so you don't have to. This information is very researchable. Between 1502 and 1503, Caesar Borgia hired Leonardo da Vinci to be an architect and engineer, in which him and Leonardo da Vinci became intimate lovers in a homosexual relationship. Expressing his love for Caesar, Leonardo painted pictures of him. Caesar's father, Rodrigo Borgia, who later became Pope Alexander VI, under the authority of the Catholic Church elite, had his son's picture up as Jesus Christ in the Western world, and ordered every picture of a black Jesus destroyed. Caesar also had relations with his own sister, Lucrezia, and killed his own brother, Giovanni.
Can I say there was never a black Jesus, but okay.
And this is the man whom the Catholic Church gave their consent to allow his picture to be put up and to be portrayed as Jesus Christ. Something that doesn't sit right with you.
There was never a black Jesus, just so you know. There may have been images of someone. I'm gonna say Yehuda maybe, but there was never that. Now, I played that because Pam sent me that, and it just kind of like validates exactly what I was saying earlier. And it's not just something that I said or made up. It's something that's known by people. This was the likeness that they chose to use.
And it's researchable.
And it is. And so it was a piece in there that I found that was like really interesting. The Leonardo and he were in a homosexual relationship. And that's what I was trying to get to earlier. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and there was more to it just than that. And they also mentioned his sister Lucretia or whatever her name is. So I mentioned a few things, you know, in there. And as you can see, I don't know if y'all noticed that the pictures were the same, but they also changed. And the one picture looked like actually Mona Lisa. Don't know if y'all noticed that. But there is a lot to it. Let me see.
Something that doesn't sit right with you.
I want to see the picture. This picture here.
Under the authority
that
of the
one.
Catholic Church.
Yep.
Had his son's picture.
Y'all see what they had on? That's actually what Mona Lisa had on. So y'all know, just in case you didn't realize it. Now I'll pull up Mona Lisa as well, just in case. You know what I'm saying? gonna see. I know it's true. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up just so you can see it. That's what she has. It's the
cleaned up
same
her face.
person in the same clothes, bro. I know y'all don't believe me. It's okay.
It's okay.
The shit is crazy. How people fall for some of the stuff or all of the stuff that they put in. Now, when they said that he became Alexander became Pope the Sixth, I believe that's the Pope that I be talking about when I be talking about the dogma. I believe he's the one that set in the dogma, but I'm about to Google it for you and pull it up right now. But if I'm not mistaken, because I'm not good with Roman numerals, and don't make me lie to you, but I believe that's the one. Is IX a 6?
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to another Google. I'm
'Cause I
not
think-
gonna post it, but I gotta. It's the 9. Transform Roman numerals. IX equals X minus 1. I equals 10 minus 1. It's the 9. So it is Pope the 9th. Okay. So Pope the 9th is the one that set it in. I knew it was one of them, 6 or 9. Is the one who set in the dogma. So yeah, so the doctrine of papal infallibility, the Latin phrase ex cathedra, literally from the chair, was proclaimed by Pius IX in 1870 as a meaning when in the exercise of his office as shepherd and teacher of all Christians in virtue of his supreme apostolic authority, the Bishop of Rome defines a doctrine concerning. So he's the one that set that in. That's the one I be talking about. And just so you know, what papal infallibility is a dogma of the Catholic Church, which states that in virtue of the promise of Jesus to Peter, the Pope, when he speaks ex cathedra, is preserved from the possibility of error on doctrine. Meaning he is without error. He can't even make a mistake. Why not? Initially, it was given to the apostolic church and handed down in scripture and tradition. It does not mean that the Pope cannot sin or otherwise err in most situations. How is that possible? So he can sin and fuck up other places, but just he's infallible on this one. Nope. Not on not on this one. Yep, that's the picture I remember seeing. Oh, look at the hands.
Mm.
What is y'all eating?
Wait, is Marcella still awake?
Yes.
What are they eating?
She just covered up. Yes.
She ready.
You know.
I'm eating these little sticks with the chocolate on it. You had me, Pam.
Oh, the Pocky.
Mm-hmm.
I told you you'd like it.
What?
It was sneaking in.
I've been yawning the whole time.
How's your head?
It is hurting, and I took some leave and everything when I first got here.
Did you put your stuff on your back?
Not yet, but I got it on the bed over there. But I'm gonna tell you something real quick about this machine.
Mm.
Pam let me use this machine, and I did my back. When I tell you it's amazing, within seconds, the knot had dissipated out of my back, and I felt like I was like, oh my God. And she had Aubrey put the cream on first, and then she did the thing on my back. It was so good.
You
And
take
I
it home with
said-
you. You take that home with you.
Well, I got one at home.
Oh, okay.
I just been using it the wrong way.
Okay. All right. It's all right.
Been using it on other areas.
Okay, because it's very penetrating.
I just been using it wrong.
It's all right.
I mean, I knew I was using it wrong. I didn't know how it could heal other stuff. Okay. But it's great.
Oh, you talking about the little gun?
Yes.
Girl.
I told Aubrey use it. She had put it on her feet and stuff. It was so good. Listen, it was.
Listen, it'll help your headache.
What to do what? Put it where?
On your temple.
I feel like that's gonna be too much.
No. Not direct pressure. Just a little bit. I've done it.
Let me see.
Look, see? I'm telling
It's
you.
gonna be shooked over there.
Shooked.
What, Universal? What?
She gonna walk over here to my head. No, I'm gonna do it myself.
Well, she's gonna be over there like a lobotomy. Push the button.
Oh, see what I'm saying? Hell
Oh, I know how to use it.
Oh.
Look, Shaniqua says you can use it both ways. I know it's true.
I have.
Oh, girl.
I have massaged it
go
off
up and
to
up
my
and
head.
up and up and then off. Hit the button again, it'll go up some more.
You don't even know what you're doing.
If you hit the button more, it'll keep going up until it goes off.
Oh. Oh. Woo!
I could hear it.
Oh.
But I have. I'll do it all through like
Good night, Pretty Penny.
like all pressure points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shit is banana.
Like on the jaw, like on the ear and here. It takes the tension out.
Oh, I just feel like it's all here. It hurts so badly. But so even talking about look, this doctrine defined dogmatically as the First Vatican Council of 1869 through 1870 in the document Pastor Aternus is claimed to have existed in medieval theology and to have been the majority opinion at the time of the Counter-Reformation. And this is the crazy part of the dogma. The dogma states pretty much that it's based on supremacy. These people think that they are superior and that it is the ruling part. Like, who gave them this? Who told them they can do that? Not y'all named it Pound Child. Y'all is terrible. I be thinking, I got pains. Listen, Takia, go to bed. Okay. I mean, but when I be talking about the dogma, I don't know if y'all ever looked at it and researched it, but the dogma is real. Oh, Pam scared the shit out of me. Because it was dark, and then I just seen her come out the dark.
I couldn't tell you what I was doing, but y'all know what I'm doing. Because what else I be doing?
What else would you be doing? But the doctrine of infallibility relies on one of the cornerstones of Catholic dogma, that of papal supremacy, whereby the authority of the Pope is the ruling agent as to what are accepted as formal beliefs in the Catholic Church. The thing about that is, we're not just talking about any Catholic church. We're talking about the Roman Catholic Church, who oversees every church in the world. Like, you can think that your little Baptist Episcopal of the Living God Church don't answer to the Roman Catholic Church if you want to, but they all answer to this same church.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone. And whatever is taught in theology school cannot be taught unless they oversee it and tell them what can be taught. So, because again, it is whatever the ruling agent deems as acceptable. How can somebody tell you if your God is your God and you are welcome to worship however you want? Then how do they have the authority to tell you what's deemed as? That's crazy to me. Who gave them that?
They decided.
They decided. They decided the doctrine that you go by, that you live by. You're here. Oh, ain't no stomach hurt. We got a lot going on right now. It feels like gas.
Well, I gave you something for that.
Yes, you did, and I'm gonna take. I'll take some. I was looking up some other stuff, but of course, we didn't look at a lot of stuff. Um, okay, I was looking up Vactise, which is the conjunction of the word Vatican,
Yeah.
Vactise and can. So when you're looking up Vactise, it could mean this is the meaning in English: oracle, soothsayer, potus, like divinely inspired as a prophet, prophetess, mouthpiece of a deity, prophetic is what I always go with because that's what I first learned. Um, okay, I'm looking for something else. Okay. Oh wait, I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on. Yes. That noise, Pam.
Huh?
What's that noise?
My fan
Oh yeah, because your ass be hot.
with the fleece on.
And she got a snuggie. I'm looking up something. Hold on, y'all. They love to change shit, and I know I've talked about it before. Why is the Vatican shaped like a serpent? I didn't know that it was. I know that there's a crest. See, what I was looking up was the word can, because when I first looked up Vatican, right, it's separated. It said it's a conjunction of two words, vactis, prophetic, and can, meaning snake or serpent. But every time I look it up now, it says people try to put it together, but that's not where the word came from. But it is, because that's when I first found it. That's how I knew what it meant. And they had to change it because it would
I'm trying. I am so trying. My phone is Android.
it means the home of the prophetic serpent, the Vatican. Um, and I actually had pictures and certain things on it. But once my everything disappeared, that they act like they don't know or didn't steal. So I couldn't complete my, but I wanted to put that out there because I know we talked about it before. But the reason why I'm bringing it up there because of what they just said about, the Vatican and all of that and Catholicism. Look, and that's what he said.
You hear him?
What he said?
He's talking in his. I gotta tell him to be quiet. Hold on.
Oh, I thought he was talking to me. That's so funny. But it says, does Vatican really mean prophetic serpent? Does Vatican really mean prophetic serpent? 05, 07, 2008, which is around the time that I would have Googled and researched this shit, or looked this up. The word Baptiste, prophetic, or diviner, can, serpent, snake. These two words, exactly. Let's see. Serpent and snake. These two words combined make the prophetic, made divine serpent. The Vatican is the place, so you may say that the Vatican means the place of the prophetic serpent and worship serpent. Trying to translate divining serpent into everyday English, I would say it means a spiritual serpent that is worshipped as a god. Now, let me go. Telling you, let's go deep. Here we go. Because we have what is that? The Gaikon. When you look up the 25 plus names or oh child, my head is hurting. I'm trying to think. What's the movie with the blue people?
Avatar.
Avatars.
Yeah.
When you look up the 25 different names or avatars of the Jesus character, there is a serpent that was also as that same character. But I'm looking, I'm trying to see if I can find the imagery of certain ones. Glycon. That's the name of it. Glycon. It's the serpent that has damn near the same. Okay, let's look at it. Also, Glycon was an ancient snake god. He had a large and influential cult within the Roman Empire. I know I just look like this, y'all, but I'm really knowledgeable. I study and shit. He had a large and influential cult within the Roman Empire in the 2nd century. The contemporary satirist Lucian, providing the primary literary reference to the deity. And they spelled Lucian, Lucian, named Glycon. Ain't that funny? Why would they choose that word? It all comes from somewhere. Named Glycon was created in the mid-2nd century by the Greek prophet Alexander of Abetichos. Lucian was ill disposed toward the cult, calling Alexander a false prophet and accusing the whole enterprise of being a hoax. Glycon himself was supposedly a hand puppet, but this is the picture of Glycon.
Oh, damn.
Right. Right. I want the history because I want y'all to kind of see what I'm talking about. Oh, it's on a coin, a bronze coin as well, showing the snake god Glycon with the legend. What is y'all eating? Y'all got spaghetti?
It got meat in it.
Oh, these motherfuckers.
Well, where did the spaghetti come from?
Gigi brung it
Oh,
with
Gigi brought it.
turkey in it.
Oh.
Listen.
I'm like smelling shit. I'm hearing them eating and snacking. I'm like, wait a minute. But everybody done got quiet except for that. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm trying to find the history because I want you to.
Gigi mama volume. Gigi mama.
And the survival of the snake cult. I want y'all to know what I am talking about. Let me see.
Because that's white stuff. I'm sick of them.
Because your plate is gone.
Girl, what?
She said it like you told her about.
Yeah. What I was looking for.
You was not supposed to call me out on that. Like, what?
Listen. I want the history so I can give you the history, y'all. Dang it. Okay. Okay, so I'm putting in something specific so I can. Let me see if I'm. Okay. I think he's one of. Okay. I'm looking up certain ones that, because y'all know there's so many that predate the Jesus character with all of the same attributes and everything, including Krishna and Buddha. But I know that Glycon is one. Rostorista. Okay, let me see. Buddha, Krishna, Odysseus, Romulus, Dionysus, and remember that's Dionite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to tell you. Hercules, Glycon. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. So here's the history.
The fallen sun. Hercules.
Girl, Aubrey's has him.
No,
Why?
I can't.
Hey, listen, that was so funny to me.
That's it.
That's.
I'm gonna jump in that game real quick.
Let me give you the history, bro. That shit is funny as fuck. In the middle of the hundreds AD, out along the south coast of the Black Sea, Glycon was the son of the god Apollo, who came to earth through a miraculous birth, was the earthly manifestation of divinity, came to earth in full fulfillment of divine prophecy, gave his chief believer the power of prophecy, gave believers the power to speak in tongues, perform miracles, healed the sick, and raised the dead. And this is the name I keep trying to say, but I can't. Zoroaster. Okay. And they all have the same attributes. Zoroaster was born of a virgin and immaculate conception by a ray of divine reason. He was baptized in a river. In his youth, he astounded wise men with his wisdom. He was tempted in the wilderness by the devil. He began his ministry at age 30. Zoroaster baptized by water, fire, and holy wind. He cast out demons and restored the sight of a blind man. He taught about heaven and hell and revealed mysteries, including resurrection, judgment, salvation, and the apocalypse. He had a sacred cup or grail. He was slain. His religion had a Eucharist. He was the Word made flesh. Zoroaster's followers accepted a second coming in the virgin born Sayoshnet or Savior, who is to come in 2341 AD and begin his ministry at age 30, ushering in a golden age. There were many.
So it's either first one.
Mm-mm.
So they just kept replicating it just
Yeah.
over and over.
Attis of Pangaea was born December 25th to the Virgin Nana, and go on. Horus, born of a virgin, only begotten son of the god Osiris, birth heralded by the star Sirius, the morning star. And the list goes on. It's more than 25 of them before Jesus ever even came into the picture. Odysseus emphasized his suffering life, just as Mark Jesus said that he too would suffer greatly. Odysseus is a carpenter like Jesus, and he wants to return his home just as Jesus wants to be welcomed in the native home and later to God's home in Jerusalem. Odysseus is plagued with unfaithful and dim-witted companions who display tragic flaws. Listen, and this is what I was saying earlier. These are all the same characters. Even when you come to Krishna, and I reference Krishna, you know what I mean? But some believe that Krishna was born without a sexual union by mental transmission from the mind of Vasudeva into the womb of Devaki, his mother. Christ and Krishna were both called God and the Son of God. Both were sent from heaven to the earth in the form of a man. Both were called Savior and the second person of the Trinity. Krishna's adoptive human father was also a carpenter. A spirit or ghost was their actual father. This goes on and on. They all have the same, even Buddha. Buddha has the same attributes. It's really crazy. All you have to do is look it up. You know what I'm saying? And you will find it. So what makes their Jesus so special if these people were already this before he was that?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And even some of their mothers were said to be born, to have conceived through immaculate conception. Like, there's so many. This is just the first 10, but there's more than 25 of them. Mithra is one of them. He's not on this list here because it's so many of them. But yeah, there's plenty, many and plenty. So what would make their God that? So we're looking at is how they have stole our history, our deities, and they have put men on it, made them men and other stuff. You know what I mean? They have taken who they are and they've changed them. Just like Syrian. I had never heard of Syrian until they introduced me to Syrian. And then what we do, we found him in history. Levianitis, they got him as Leviathan, the horrible sea god. And that's what we've always known Levianite to be, was the sea. And that's what he introduced himself as. So how am I lying if I had no idea about Leviathan?
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Just wanted to just give y'all that. Pam, you look like you struggling.
I'm tired. It's kicking in.
Okay, well, we're not leaving until Tuesday, so
Okay.
I know you gotta go and go lay down, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go stop at the store tomorrow, and then I'll text y'all and let y'all know.
okay.
Okay.
All right, love you.
All right. Love you.
All right.
Good night.
Ooh. There's so many. So many. But they are ours. And they have been changed and lied. The avatar has been recreated. But that's also what I was saying earlier about how you don't know when things are given. Like when I gave the whole Thanksgiving reference. They told you that the Indians smoked the peace pipe and that it was weed, and then they sat and they ate and had great. But really, when you really hear the story of quote unquote what was supposedly happened, from, from understanding of a different knowledge, they slaughtered the Indians. So did they have a peaceful coming together? Or did they slaughter them? But they want you to think that it's okay to smoke weed, which is fine with me, and to eat gluttony. Like, again, because they're going to make sure that they get you by all means necessary. Gratitude, Jasmine. Well, there you go. Gratitude, Nakia Brown. You know what I mean? And ate them. That's the feast. That's the feast. But we don't look at it. We don't check it. Why? Because you're still under the fucking dogma. And that's why I always bring that shit up. Because you're under the dogma. And the dogma has now told you not to question an infallible human man and a genome at that. He's infallible. You say people love being in the dark. Absolutely. Oh, Columbus. Oh. Excuse me. Wait a minute. Columbus. I'm going to eat some of these. Don't judge me because they're Skittles. And I know they probably have the red whatever in it, but I'm going to eat some of these right now. Because my head probably hurt because I ain't had nothing sweet. No. I'm making it up, but whatever. What you say?
I was asking Marshall when she was eating brown button pants and let loose.
Columbus. Let's talk about it because I want somebody to make this make sense. Columbus discovered America, correct? By their standards, by what they say.
According.
Columbus discovered America, right? That's what they say, right? Then why isn't America Columbus? Why is it Amerigo Vespucci? Named after Amerigo Vespucci, the person that was supposedly discovered America.
What? The first one.
Why is America named after Amerigo Vespucci? Somebody answer me that.
But you made Christopher Columbus the person that discovered America.
None of these motherfuckers did, but I'm just trying to understand. Let's Google it. Amerigo Vespucci. Here we go. In 1507, the cartographer Martin, whatever his name is, made one of the first maps to depict the New World, and he was under the mistaken impression that Amerigo Vespucci had discovered the land mass, and so he named the southern part of the continent America. He later found out about his error and deleted Vespucci's. How he mistake that? How he do that?
Who is is writing this shit?
Oops, never mind. I had thought that Amerigo had discovered it, but I just found out that Christopher Columbus came over in the boat with Clark and what his name is. He came over with them, and he actually had discovered it. We ain't gonna put his name on it. We're just gonna take Vespucci off of it.
This shit is crazy.
I'm gonna say. Why didn't they just change it? Because uncovered following Columbus and subsequent voyages in the late 15th century. They ain't discovered shit. How is it two Americas, period? So why didn't they just call one Americas and one Columbus? So they just decided to give Columbus a motherfucking capital? He can just be the capital of Ohio.
And who is his people? If Christopher Columbus is one person, that means he has a legacy. So who the fuck is over America?
They were sloppy as usual. These are unanswered questions.
I'm just trying to understand.
Because they tell you some shit and then they expect for you to believe and buy it. My thing is there. Oh, here I go. I'm going to my shit. Willmeyer, whatever the fuck his name is, the guy who drew out the America land, right? Martin Waldseemüller.
She's so
good. He drew out the New World. He drew out the map. Hey, this is in 1507. Hold on. Wait a minute. So the first airplane, the first powered, but I'm telling you, they had aircrafts and airplanes in Egypt, but whatever. Airplane was in 1903. That's powered. They say powered. But they drew a map in 1507. Do you see what I'm getting at here? Who hovered?
Hey. Let's see, in 1507.
Who hovered above the earth that said, hey, this is what it looks like, and drew the shit out and mapped it out? You telling me Martin Waldberger did this?
How these people got named?
Oh, these motherfuckers love to claim some shit. He drew it out in 1507. The second. Let's go back to what they said to you. In 1507, the cartographer Martin Waldseemüller made one of the first maps to depict the New World.
What? So what the old world look like?
Okay, boom, boom. Now, the old world could have been Pangaea, or it could have been the maps that actually has like Florida as being the Latin country, Cuba, and Egypt being over here, and
what
all
the
these.
deities know it to be.
Could be very well as that. But my thing is this.
Oh, we the replica of what they feel like it should be.
But this is also the thing, Aubrey. Who told them this is what it looked like? We're talking about 1507, like you said. Like they would have had to go above the earth to even see it, to even know. You have to memorize it. You know, who told you? And then you map the shit out. That's what I'm telling you. It's programming. None of this shit exists. I just told you about space-time dimension traveling. When you get in a plane and go somewhere.
You know, somebody probably asked this question in class in college, and this is one of their questions. Not even trying to be funny, but really trying to understand some shit. They probably would get put out of that class.
Like I got ignored when I asked my teacher. It wasn't history; it was something like history. I can't think of the name of it. I said I was taught that Abraham Lincoln is on the cheapest material, which is a penny, and all of the other presidents are on silver, and their backs are turned to him because he was a black man. Yeah, well, I never heard anything like that before. I've never heard anything like that. That's all. That's all fallacy.
He was mad, wasn't
he? He really was. He was red in the face.
You never heard anything like that, did he? Oh,
I'm just saying.
No, I'm not.
Yes, she is.
She going.
I'm just trying to figure out who told these people this. We don't even ask these kind of questions. I'm still trying to figure out how did Africa have a white president for that many years?
And we didn't even know.
How did they have a white president?
And you hoes are hollering about feed the children?
I'm just trying to figure it out. Why they wasn't over there feeding the children?
You was benefiting off of them people sending money for the feed
Who
the
made
children.
him the president?
Listen.
And those emergency landing records exposed everything. What emergency landing records? I'm not sure if I know what you're talking about. But tell me so I know. And I'm just trying to figure it out because the Africans be the first people to be like, oh, you powerful man of God. Oh, you powerful man of God. Please stop it. Because the children were feeding them in a very, very distinctive way. They were over there eating and slaughtering. I'm sure, child.
So now think about it. Blood diamond.
Blood diamond.
You can only motherfucking imagine.
Because maybe they wasn't talking about a real diamond. Mm-hmm. Maybe they were talking about the crystal people.
Bitch, and they
slaughtered them.
You know what?
I talked about that years ago.
Watch that shit with a different motherfucker because you know what? When that scene, when they cut off that fucking woman breast,
I've never watched it.
It fucked me up as
I've never watched it.
Horrible.
I've never watched it.
The graphic things that they have done to those people.
I'm trying to tell you. Wait, and still do 3,000 children from Ohio missing and nobody knows where. They know where.
Girl.
I keep telling y'all where. They are feeding the beasts and themselves. I don't know if they melanated, but I know they melanite. The diamonds and the crystals are all the same. She said, what's that movie called? Chad says, what's that movie called?
Blood Diamond.
She said it's called Blood Diamond. I've heard of it and I know exactly what it is.
Oh, excuse me.
They released the airplane emergency landing records and they were landing in places according to the globe that was further than the damn destination and emergency situation. But when? What is the dates on those? What is the dates on those? Because see, they keep trying to make a big deal out of the Bermuda Triangle, but my point as being is they're going in and out of different dimensions. You cannot know. because you're going through portals and time traveling. So even if you like, oh, I'm gonna drive to California, you absolutely can, and you can also fly there. But I am living proof that you are going through. Bitch, I sent it to myself today. You're going through portals. What did Air Child send me? Okay, I see what you said. Let me see. So I sent a whole bunch of shit to myself today. Listen to Marcian over there. Sleeping good.
So man, he wanted it to be so bad, man.
Is this the same one?
When she said you can appreciate a culture, but when you try to take it, make it something different.
Okay, this is a different one. So this is a different one I sent to myself. I'm talking about when we got pulled over for the first time, and we had went through that portal, and I kept saying I'm in a hell portal.
Mm-hmm.
And you seen the trees in the background shape shifting into people's faces. You are going through dimensions and portals.
In the hookbook
Town. Mm-hmm. Some of you remember that. That's how I felt going to Canada. Excuse me, on the plane. Excuse me, time traveling gratitude. Exactly. You said you remember that they had faces. Absolutely. And I kept saying the trees were calling out to me. You seen the whole lion's and man's face together. I don't have time to pull it up, but I can for you. You seen the whole gorilla. Excuse me. You seen the little girls' faces. There were people in the trees. Their faces. Borders equals dimensions. Gratitude. Because that is what I'm talking about. When they say to me, space is the time continuum, that's what that means. There is no time of frequency of time, but there is space in a continuum of transportation and through dimensions. You're going into different portals in different places. It's not just the Bermuda Triangle. Certain places you cannot drive to, you can only fly to because of the water in between. But they tell you about Pangaea. This was all one land. When did the firmament break? Was it during the Cretaceous period when the dinosaurs? When did the firmament break? And it's broken, and why it ain't breaking no more? Why it's not breaking anymore? Not the way it did with Pangaea, reason why it split. And if it split, how the fuck? Because how was they getting around at first? Is that the new world map? One land under God. I'm telling you, we got to start asking questions. If you ask the questions, you're going to feel silly because in your soul, you already know the fucking answer. You got to know the answer. They told us by scripture, they've told us by books, they have told us by series and shows and movies that they had the horses and they had covered wagons and that they were able to have mail couriers And that's how the mail carriers and all of this shit started. Are you aware that a lot of mail is flown by air? Mail comes through air and by sea. It comes through trucks, but who the fuck was carrying mail at that time? They were sending mail from England to the Americas to what motherfucking addresses, bitch? Make that make sense for me. To what addresses? Old dirt road on what? They say the pole shifted and that the poles shift every 20,000 years, and that's how the world is going to end again. It's the Great Reset. I love that. I love that. So they made new maps every 20,000 years. How would they know when genomes ain't that old? Excuse me. Genomes technically are only a few thousand years old, if that, if we're actually going by that. You say UPS on horseback. So that ain't nothing but a loop. I'm just trying to figure it out. How do you get your mail? You got to have the address, the street name, the city and state, and the motherfucking zip code. Your throat got dry. You was singing a little bit. That's all. How was they getting their mail? From England.
From England.
They already told you they can hitch a letter to a bird's leg. I'm just trying to figure it out. I just want to know. Do you have the answers? Somebody tell me. Mr. Khalil already said UPS on horseback. She's talking to the people in the back who use Google. How was they delivering and getting postal letters? Dear Mr. Fucking Fire, I'm writing this letter to let you know that my dear old mother is sick. I'm telling my brother that is in the military. Nonetheless, they were sending letters home to the military. Who was delivering this shit? Who? So they was meeting people halfway. Maybe they was meeting Harriet. It was part of her job, maybe. I don't know. You telling me I can see it coming from the military. How do you train a bird? I'm trying to figure it out, Chaz. So they were sending letters from, I could see maybe they did send it from the military. They knew where they stayed at. So John Lee, I need you to go and take these letters to all over. They don't really have no postal code. They had the parcel, but they didn't even have them separated at that time. People was just popping up little houses and stuff. They're telling you they was still like parcels, right? In land. They are broken off into numbers. Okay. And then those numbers, they have devised and developed addresses and postal areas for the parcel. Right? That was from one cowboy town to another, but how was it getting this small? But even so, we're talking about horses. That's what I'm saying. So John Boy left Texas to take the letter to Arkansas. Did he meet somebody halfway? These people wasn't spelling and writing like that. We got to make some shit make sense for me. I need somebody to make it make sense. You can't. That's why anybody saying nothing. Maybe the birds aren't real because you can't make that shit make sense. Now I know parcels are broken off into areas and numbers, but do you know when that began? 2 on Empty Lane Drive. This goes over here to. I know y'all thinking. See what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make it make sense. They even had catalogs. They was ordering shoes and everything. Don, you jumped right in there, but we already know we've had that conversation months ago. She's being funny when she say that. We're actually talking about parcels and postal services. I want to know how they were getting the mail at that time. Because they showed, she said my mind is blank, because they showed you all of this when people they was writing military letters. See, what I'm trying to get to is this. If somebody is in Virginia, right, and they say the Virginia, we can talk about in the 1700s, I don't give a shit. If we talk about the 1600s, 1700s, Virginia was Virginia, right? See what I'm saying? Use something universal. They changed the shit. I went down a rabbit hole when it came to the Vatican and Vatican can, and now you can't hardly find nothing but the one little thing that I found, and they making it seem like somebody crazy saying it. So if I'm in Virginia, and I'm gonna just say, in the early fucking 1800s, late 1700s, and they be like, "Where are you going?" I'm going over there. I'm going to, I don't give a fuck. I'm go to Minnesota. I hear there's many things happening over in Minnesota. I hear people is living good over in Minnesota. Who told them that? How did they get that? The Pelican brought it over. I'm not sure. What I'm saying is, did somebody write a letter? How did they get that letter from Minnesota to Virginia? What was the parcel? I'm just trying to figure it out. All I need is real answers. And what I'm saying is, so if they got that word, how do they know where fucking Minnesota is? How is they getting there? By horseback. Let's think about this, because they did not have cars yet. Not in they had some cars, but not everybody had cars. They was walking and they was on horseback in the late 1700s, early 1800s. When was the first car made? Let's look it up. (1886) On January 29th, 1886, Carl Benz applied for his patent for his vehicle powered by a gas engine. The patent number, Benz patent motor. I guess that's where Mercedes-Benz came from. Okay. Telegraph and telegram. Okay. Telegraph and telegram. Let's look this up. Okay, so the telegraph was invented and developed in 1830s and 1840s by Samuel Morse. Who is Samuel Morse? Samuel Morse is the person who developed and created the Morse code. Okay, let's talk. Do you know what the Morse code is? Beep, 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 stop. Stop, beep, stop, beep, 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 stop. Morse code is also fanning of the smoke. There's a lot of different Morse codes. What is the Morse code? Let's look up Morse code. Developed in the 1930s and 40s by Samuel Morse and other inventors, the telegraph revolutionized long distance communication. Now, growing up as a kid, what did they show you that the first phones look like? Do anybody remember what the first phones look like? They look like two motherfucking cups with a wire put through them bitches. But never mind. Let's go. Let's go to Morse code. Morse code is the method used in telecommunication to encode text characters as standardized sequences of two different signal durations called dots and dashes, or dits and das. Morse code is named after Samuel Morse, one of the inventors of the telegraph. So when you look at it, Morse code, you thought I was kidding, but I wasn't. It looks like this: dot dash, dot dot dash, dot 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 dash. So Miss Georgina says it's the tapping of a number several times. Well, it's the tapping of a number, it's the tapping of the alphabet. So A is dot dash. B is dash dot dot dot. C is dash dot dash dot. That is Morse code. When did Samuel Morse, that is, when did he teach everyone this code? Now you said telegram. Let's look up telegram. No, I didn't say that. I said telegram. The first telegram in the United States was sent by Morris. This motherfucker is busy, bitch. This motherfucker is busy. By Morris on 11 January 1838 across 2 miles, 3 kilometers of wire at Speedwell Ironworks near Morristown. You thought I was being funny when I said 2 cups and a wire. You thought I was being funny, but I wasn't. Long before Samuel F.B. Morse electrically transmitted his famous message, "What Hath God Brought?" from Washington to Baltimore, May 24th, 1944. The idea behind the telegraph, see, then it went back to telegraph, bitch. We said telegram. She said, Marshall, I'm about to be sleeping just like you, boo. Listen, me and you both. Samuel Morse independently developed a patent a recording. How did he know the patent in 18? Never mind. Patent a recording electric telegraph in 1837. Morse's assistant Alfred Vail developed an instrument that was called the register for recording the received messages. I just wanted to say something. I know, I see y'all sleeping. We gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna go eat something. But I just thought I would throw this out here for you. Just thought I would throw this out here for you. I'm gonna let you go because I see you sleepy. I'm just trying to understand. Just what's up, Grizzy? Just trying to understand the telegram and telegraph. Miss Georgina said is possibly telegram and telegraph. Morse, Samuel Morse developed the Morse code. Why wasn't that good enough? Dot dot dash dot 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 dash dash dot. Okay. They already had the smoke signals. Remember? And they was telling time by the sun. That's a whole nother rabbit hole to go down. I'm just trying to figure it out. Why do we keep falling? How did he come up with that? He was just sitting around. Like, what Eddie Griffin say? I sure want to talk to somebody that ain't even here. So he developed a mode of communication. They came. Okay, let's just look at this from the bright side of the spectrum. The genomes have invented everything of substantial usage. They came in because genomes technically are only a few thousand years old. How was we ever surviving? Because they was in the caves and they were in the caves eating animals and shit. We were out living abundantly. That's what they have put into our storage of our memory that we know of. Because that's by history standards. So they came from the caves. We taught them how to walk upright and how to bathe, and they still ain't got that down. They ain't got that down. So then they went from that to just inventing everything in the world that we need. That's interesting. They have invented everything that we need coming straight out of the caves. I'm trying to tell you. I'm just trying to figure it out. How did they do that? How did they do that? We invented everything. They came straight out of the caves inventing things. They went from not knowing how to wash their ass or walk upright to understanding how to create Morse code and parcel service and courier services and teaching and writing the English language of spells. They understood and developed numbers. This is what I want you to understand something. Your Bible in Genesis says that God brought to Adam everything and named it. But remember, he had to backtrack because it gave you everything first, and then it said that they brought it to Adam, and Adam gave it its name. A tree is a tree. But what language did he give it to him in? What was he speaking in? And how do we know that a tree is a tree? And what does a tree mean? He just said some shit. Tree. Sounds right. And that's a tree, but that's not a tree because that's a bush. And this is also green, but it's not a tree or a bush, it's grass. just trying to figure it out. If a bear would eat the fuck out of you right now, they brought the bear to Adam and said, Adam, what is this? He said, oh, that's a bear right there. But it's a brown one and a white one. Yeah, because that's a polar bear. See, it's a difference. And then this one is a black bear, and that's a brown bear. Because I'm naming stuff brown and black too. But that's a bear. This one right here is a koala bear. See, this is a different kind of bear.
It doesn't take away that it's not a bear, but
it don't take away that it's not a bear.
It's the category bear.
It's a category, even though this is a panda.
Yeah.
You know.
See, these genes are white.
It's different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Eve don't know shit. You know what I mean? Because she ain't been invented yet. But
same with the turtle.
It's a snapping turtle, not a regular turtle.
Uh-huh.
It's a water turtle.
Mm.
It's not the one kind of turtle.
Right. But it's one of them type of turtles.
But did he name the dinosaurs because they was here first? Who called them the dinosaurs then?
Wait, where did that come from?
Because they're not in the Bible. I keep talking about it because I want somebody to tell me why they not in the Bible. Did they bring two of them to him too? Two of everything. They brought it to him. So they brought a chicken and a hen and a rooster. Although a chicken is a GMO. Y'all have no answers for me. You have no answers for me. We're still stuck on the bear family. So was he made Lord? Has to be. The Bernstein Bears. But was it the Bernstein or the Berenstain?
Well, we already know about that from the video.
We already know how it's the it's the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
But nobody will explain exactly what the Mandela effect is. But I will. The Mandela effect is a reprogramming inside of the matrix. It's a oh, that's different. There was never. They went in there and they erased some stuff, but we remember. Adam named everything. He even named Eve before she was even a thought of concept. You know, we've done this before in the Bible. Remember in Genesis, because God created the this and the that and the this and the that. But then he later on created Adam. Why he didn't create Adam first? He had nowhere to put him because he hadn't created the grass and the dirt yet. Although they didn't have no name because he created. They got to keep saying he because he is the God of he. He was smart enough to create the grass, the trees, the dirt, the firmament, and the water, and that is separating of it. But he did not know a name. Adam, come here. I didn't create all these bitches. I can't think of a motherfucking name for not one single bitch over here. And then here comes little smart Adam to give all the things a name. Yet, wait. I'm about to let y'all go. I'm gonna let you go. But I gotta get this point out. I gotta get it out.
She running, y'all.
Yeah. God couldn't think of a single name to name none of this shit. But he brought it to Adam to name it all. Adam brought even the name of the womb man, right? Before, and we're going to call her Eve. And this was before she was even, but they knew that he was sad and he needed, like the wolves and the sheep wasn't good enough. He needed a companion. So they made him a companion. And she wasn't smart at all because they didn't bring her shit to name. She knew nothing. However, the motherfucker that was so smart listened to the bitch who knew nothing and ate an apple. The motherfucker that named everything in the world, he didn't name everything. Listen to the bitch who didn't get to name shit. She didn't even know an apple was an apple, the forbidden fruit, because that's what they told you was. It was an apple. So she didn't even know what the fuck she was eating. She brought it to Adam and said, "What the fuck is this?" He said, "Oh, bitch, that's an apple." Well, what did God say we couldn't eat? Bitch, I don't know. He said from the tree. Where'd you get it from? I don't know. It was on the ground. It fell. I think it was time to pick it. I'm not sure. So she picked it up and brought it to him. She didn't even know. So he's so smart. Then he listened to the motherfucker who didn't know nothing, is what y'all saying to me. Somebody dropped the ball somewhere with this one. Someone dropped the ball with this shit. I understand. She probably didn't even know. She probably didn't even know what she was happening when she was giving birth. He probably thought she didn't ate too many watermelon seeds. And thought the watermelon was probably just because he named it. He probably just thought the watermelon was growing inside of her womb because that's the garden. Never mind. Never mind. That's enough for the night. Yeah, can't help me out. I was looking for answers when I came here tonight. He did it again. Well, I love y'all. I love you tonight. Solitude de wa. Solitude de shishi. Shishi almanti pushami. And ifo me in Philippon de wa. We'll talk again tomorrow. I don't know. But I love y'all. Peace. Y'all ain't had no answers for me, so I ain't fucking with y'all tonight.